game for me is just Arsenal being Arsenal. They don't win this one by defensive superiority again. Let's just hope that one team is able to stop Arsenal from winning the title this season.
Declan Rice handball incident where he was grabbing Hato. His hand was across.
I saw it. He held Hato like he was choking Hato.
Yeah,
and then
so
after holding Hato like he was choking Hato, another Arsenal player at the back was holding another Chelsea player. But now, the ref would have given that thing as a Chelsea penalty. If in the same scenario, Raya was not also struggling for his life. We saw Raya make a save in that particular scenario. And before he made that save, I saw him struggling for his life because at that point in time, I think Reece James or one Chelsea defender or two were surrounding Raya.
So
one Arsenal player was there.
For you now, that incident will be penalty.
For me, that incident is supposed to be a penalty, but now there's a blind spot.
Now, wait till I just want to make it up.
But now, we all know that refereing in the Premier League is not consistent, so let's just leave that.
Another big game for the weekend was Manchester United versus Crystal Palace game. A game that we all thought was going to go one way, but Palace actually stood up. They gave their best, and you know, red card. I want to know about red card for football. You feel they try to defend and all of that, but once you don't get one man down, a good team will always take an advantage of that lesser man. And you know, man, so how far the game go for you?
That game particularly, we were shambolic in the first half. I'm not even lying to you. See, I watched that first half and I was like, God, what is this? What is this? Because it was like these players have not played for days compared to their counterparts are lacking match reading. And somebody spoke about this thing on Twitter and was like, maybe Manchester United Football Club should organize closed door friendlies for these players. They might not, their body is used to playing 3 days a week. When you don't have a lot of games for a while, even though you have been training for a long time, you will lose match rhythm. And it is showing in Manchester United's players' body. It showed under Amorim, but the only difference with Amorim and Carrick now is that right now there's a clear principle of play. And the clear principle of play is playing to the player's strength. So they are able to make their way out of a bad situation. Like, we pressured them before they took that red card. In fact, it was the pressure that we put on them that made, like, there was a clear goal scoring opportunity. And Lacroix was like, oh, do I foul this player, get the penalty, or do I leave this player? And he chose to foul him. Bad decision.
Talk about the Liverpool versus West Ham game. Liverpool winning this game 5-2. How the game go for you?
See, that game, there was a clear...
You know, say before the game, I tell them, I said, this game is a one-sided game.
Yes, you said so. I concede. But my point was also proven in the match. Liverpool clearly outscored West Ham due to difference in player quality. But if those 2 set pieces that Liverpool scored at first did not go in, and West Ham had time to go into the game like normal football matches go, I felt that the match results would have been different. I felt that those 2 set pieces that they considered in quick succession, considered 2 set pieces in less than 10 minutes apart.
Maybe 10 minutes apart.
As a team, there's no, even as a person, there's no way you have that kind of incident happen on the pitch back to back. It will affect you mentally. I think after halftime, the manager was able to tell them, what are you doing? You saw how they scored 2 goals in the second half. That is the West Ham that I have been watching. Yes, that is the West Ham I have been watching. But Liverpool still outscored them because of player quality. So
actually, yes. So Manchester City versus Leeds United, a narrow win for Manchester City.
Man City game against Leeds rather, was just a testament of what smart buying does to you when you are down. Because that's the reason why till today I'll always see Arsenal are on serious club. A very, very unserious club. No, it's very simple. Your board, you are in a title race, and you have a board that actually wants you to win the title. January comes, the best player in the Premier League is Semenyo. It is revealed that he is moving. He fits your system. He's not a player that does not press. Yeah. You should have, even if you don't use that player, you buy him to keep your rivals from having him. Gui was available. Yes, you have defenders as Arsenal, but
at the moment, Gui for come this down for bench. Right?
No, agreed. Gui would not have gone to Arsenal. Agreed. He would not have gone to Arsenal. Although he would have gone if there was a title race there, and Arsenal is like, oh, I'll get you the title. Everybody plays for a title.
He's a starter actually, and World Cup is around the corner.
No be lie. So Gui would not have gone to Arsenal, but Semenyo would have. And Semenyo, to that, what Arsenal is currently lacking is the attack is dead. Saka is not back to his usual self because after coming back from injury, he has been fatigued because he has been used almost all the time.
And he's still playing.
Through another injury. So you don't have Trossard. Trossard is gone. Trossard is not that player anymore. Martinelli, let's not talk about him. You now have Semenyo. You allow Semenyo and Gui move to City in the same way. The impact showed in that particular Leeds match now because throughout the match, it was just Gui and Nico O'Reilly stopping counters on their own. Leeds played that match now. Leeds on a
They
normal day,
did very
on a
well.
normal
In
day,
fact,
if
they
there was no
got
way, Leeds score City 2 goals in that match.
right. That's our weekend review from the games I played last week. Do well to like this video, share, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell so that when we drop videos, you go to see them and you go to get them instantly. Thank you.